Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. The punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, has it teed up and ready to go. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Tony.
Stroud off the play fake. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go.
They bring Collins in motion right. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The Colts setting a man in the secondary here. 3rd down coming up. We send a man in motion. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. The screen pass falls incomplete. He's hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Kirk in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Kirk in motion left. Running for it, Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Richardson on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Colts are ready for the punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. He'll get it at the 9. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Texans' drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, uno. Nike Texas.
From the gun, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Here we go.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They motion Dell over left. Stroud now on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Colts will take over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though. And that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Over to Pittman on the sideline, caught. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Let's go now. 1st down. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Intercepted in the end zone. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. They gain 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
All right.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
All right.
From the 23. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. That's a catch for Nico Collins. Down to the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 13-0 lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Christian Harris on the stop. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Throw complete to Warren. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Christian Harris on the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
Here's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down throw here from Richardson. It's caught, Warren. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense up to the line fast.
18 cards, 18 cards.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Richardson now on 1st and 10. This one finds Taylor. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. Blast through midfield. And he gets this down to the 38. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running back sent in motion. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they get this down to the 28. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First down, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Look at high.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pass it down close. And he'll move the chains on that play.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. We'll score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 13-point lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Panther 60, Panthers 19, Lions.
Richardson back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts trailing in the early going. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down. 24 yards, and it's a 1st down. They'll throw again. Richardson taking a big shot for the end zone. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts making a one-score game before halftime. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here we go. 11.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Has his man, it's Mixon. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
On the quick, right?
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Collins got it left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to...
And in for the Houston touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. They connect on the deep shot. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Let's go now. 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts making a one-score game before halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Here comes the final play of our first half.
All right.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the Colts are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Taylor now up the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Christian Harris on the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Complete. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts tie us up 28-all. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Under.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he can do like we just saw.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Connection made to Dell. He gets loose down the right side. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
All right.
First and 10 are on to Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Keeping it with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Stroud now on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw it. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 16. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To throw, Richardson. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Taylor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Let's go now. Ready.
Richardson. dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that game was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play action with Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Ready.
Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go.
Richardson back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Throwing now, Richardson. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right. Big gain downfield. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take a fourth quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down. And it took a couple of guys to mow him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
South.
They motion the tight end over. Here we go, second and 9. He's got time here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Nico Collins, the intended target. So they're left facing third and long.
Here we go. Hey, one more.
From the gun, Stroud. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, what a stim bar. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Touchdown, Houston! So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Warriors 17, go!
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 4th quarter lead. That one right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here you go. Hey, uno.
To the air, Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Second and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Listen hot.
Looking to throw. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Colts are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. But right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Looking to throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Colts go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson on 3rd. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts have likely locked up the win right there. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Pass caught by Mixon. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Tight end going in motion here. 1st down, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Go!
Straight ahead with Taylor. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Let's go!
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's going to be 4th and short.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go, set!
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Taylor scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Back now, pressure on its way. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
They motion Dell over left. Stroud throwing here on first. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.